Hey y'all, this is Katrina with Faith and Loops Crochet. Welcome to my recap. I have a few things I want to go over. Let y'all know what I sold and how the market kind of went. Me and my family had the pleasure of attending the Give Back program. This program is actually a local event by one of the local coordinators that she holds. She holds 2 events a year. One is to collect hats and scarves and stuff for the local school. And the other one that is in December is to collect toys. This was the Give Back program for the hats. It was from 9 to 4. And we were able to actually set up the night before, which is great. I highly recommend it. With this market, I was kind of worried about it because I've never set up before the night before. And I was kind of worried about things getting, messed with or stolen or anything like that. But there were so many vendors there that went ahead and set up. So I thought I'd give it a shot. And nothing was messed with. Nothing was touched. Everything was exactly where we put it. But with it being set up the night before, I was able to actually film the setup process with me and my family and arranging it and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that clip now. All right, you've probably seen our clips where we move some things around and doing the setup. We finally got everything in place, and I went ahead and took a video of everything in its place. The setup worked out great for us. We did really well as far as the flow of traffic and the way people could walk in. Luckily, we had a corner booth, so that worked out well. So I'll go ahead and show you the video of the final setup. So that setup did work out great for us. With this being on the corner booth, a lot of people could just walk through our booth instead of cutting around the corner, which worked out really well. It drew people to our booth. I want to go over some of the things that really drew attention was the chicken nuggets and the hot dogs. The wiener dogs are on a bun that it's from Custom Crochet's pattern. I don't have any, for example, for you today. I did do a short. If you look back of me putting the ketchup and mustard on, those are the ones I'm talking about. Everybody loved those. And we had those on the corner, and they really created a lot of attention. People talked about them. Some people were going to walk past our booth before they seen those. They seen them and they stopped and they looked around. So I think quite a few of our sales might have come from just those hot dogs, even if they didn't sell themselves. I did only sell one of those, but it was well worth having them on the table because a lot of people talked about them. Another thing that a lot of people talked about was the chicken nuggets. The mama nugget. She brought a lot of attention in the very beginning. Even from the other vendors that walked by, they stopped to look at her. She was sold, I kid you not, in the first 12 minutes. I went back and looked at Square, and it was in the first 12 minutes she sold. It was at 9:12 she sold. So she didn't create a lot of attention for long. I'm not sure if it was a vendor that bought her or what, but she was gone quick. Actually, I did a short on her too, where I put on her mouth and decided, if she's going to be happy or angry mama. She was a happy mama and she sold quickly. So I was very happy with that happy mama. All right. So I'm going to go over some of my other sales. If you haven't noticed, I got a thing for possums. You can see on my logos a possum. Possums were the first thing I sold. So that's kind of been my trademark and my logo. And I sold 2 of those out of 6. This one isn't my little one, but this is my medium-sized one. I had another market and I sold out of these, but so this is the only one I have for example for you. This one right here is made with Sweet Snuggles regular, so it's actually my medium-sized possum. But the little ones I sell for $8, and I sold 2 of those. The medium-sized ones I sell for $15. And see, he's cute. I'm actually in the process. I have the bodies all put together. I don't have the tail and the nose put on them yet, but I'm already market prepping these for my next market. That's a Drinkered crochet pattern, and she actually has a YouTube tutorial that she goes through and puts them in. I think I might have changed a few things. As crocheters do, they adapt their patterns to what is easier for them. So I'm not sure if I changed a few things. I know for a fact that I did change the nose. It was a 4 single crochet and immediate color change. Don't care for doing that, so I just embroidered the nose, and I think I just surface crocheted the tail in. But you could check out her YouTube tutorial. I'll have it linked in the Google Doc below. Now, the next item that I did sell that's on my list is my mini chick. I make these mini chicks, and I make these and I sell these for $5 a piece. These are like the cheapest item I have. I make them in a couple different colors. As you can see, here's a blue one, and I have a pink one, and then I do some color changes, and I can make an eagle with the same pattern, and then I have a mallard duck that I do where it's got the brown and the green on the top, and I add 1 extra roll and put in a thing of white. I am sold out of the, let's see, I sold out not at this market, but at last market, which I didn't get to read. Watch the next video. I'll be recapping that one. It's a good one. Just a little plug in there. But these right here, I sold 1 of the eagles, and I sold 2 of these, and they were both the yellow ones with orange feet. Those are the 2 I sold at this particular market. I also sold 1 of my flamingos, this little guy. He actually is really cute, and I have 4 of them, and I sold 1. I also sold my large flamingo, which I don't have an example of because I only had the one. It was one of the Crochet Grove patterns. That pattern's a really good pattern. However, she does not stand up well. She is one of those ones that's really hard to figure out where to put her at your market unless you have one of those stands that you stand them up with, which I do not. So I always have to lean her or anything like that. But it's really nice because one of the vendors behind us, I'd say probably an hour into the show, she's like, "Hey, do you still have that flamingo?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Can I see it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I handed it to her and she's like, "I want it." Her sister-in-law or sister loved flamingos, so she ended up getting it for her as a Christmas present. So that was pretty awesome. So she did sell as well. So I sold one little flamingo and my large flamingo as well. One thing that sometimes sells for me, sometimes doesn't sell for me, I think it just depends on the market, as you all know, is the little mini pigs. Had to look at it. Little mini pigs. I sold 2 of these at the market. I sell these for $8. They're just as cute as they can be. I really like them. I think they're cute. I'm not so sure that everybody loves them, but I know at least 2 people did because I sold 2. And so I sold 2 of those as well. Now I also sold one of my my big booty frogs. I don't have any to show you right now, but I did sell one of those. I had 5 and sold 1. The good old leggy frogs, I sold one of those at the market. Now, these have not flown off the shelf for me. I know for a lot of people they did. And I don't know if I was just late to the game or what, but they sell, but they don't sell. They're not a wipeout for me. Like, I don't sell them all. I sell maybe 1. So, but that's okay. I sell maybe 1 of them. So I did sell 1 of them. So that was my maybe 1 of them. I do have these in different colors too, but I'm not sure which color sold. I think it was the darker, like pickle colored one with the Sweet Snuggles light. The name's not coming to me right now what color it is, but it's like the, it's not the dark green, but the, this colored green. And I'm not sure what the name of the color is off the top of my head. But yes, the Sweet Snuggles Light only has, or Chanel Home Slim. It only has 2 different green colors, so it's the lighter one. Now I'm going to go ahead and, okay. Sorry, looking at my list here to keep me on track. Let's see. I did sell 1 medium octopus, and I also sold 1 medium octopus. I don't have any examples to show you as of right now. I also sold 3 of my small turtles. I do have a video that was has that. It was in one of my market prep videos, I think it was. I also have a short that shows the little ones if you're curious to look. It's a mixed pattern. I can't directly point you to one pattern maker because I did kind of adapt 2 of them and put them together. And I did sell 1 of my medium-sized turtles. Now, I do make land turtles and sea turtles in this size. And this is my sea turtle. I actually sold my land turtle. This one right here is the Rose and Lily YouTube tutorial. She actually has 2 different sizes on that, and this one's a smaller one. You can change it with your yarn size and everything else. I have a big one that I did in the large size of this pattern with Sweet Snuggles Light, and it turned out huge. So you can easily make this pattern just different sizes. This is a small version though. And then the large version is, I don't have any examples here, I don't think. Tell you what, I do have one. Hold on. guess what? I found them. Okay, so as I was telling you, I sold one of my medium-sized turtles. Okay, this is the Rose and Lily pattern. This is a small version that you can get. This is with Sweet Snuggles Light. This one right here is the same turtle pattern in a larger. She's got two sizes. She's got the small and the large. This is the large one in Sweet Snuggles Light. And this one is in Sweet Snuggles Regular. So I used the large pattern, just this one, to make this one. This one is ginormous. This one's one of my showstoppers. So I highly recommend that pattern. Stack them all together and put them up. But at this particular market, my showstopper didn't sell, but my medium-sized turtle did. So I took 4 of those to market, and I sold one of those. My axolotls, now I only sold one axolotl. I had 3 different sizes. I actually had 17 different varieties of colors and everything else, and I sold one. Didn't do so well on axolotls. I've noticed that for me, I don't know about you all, but for me, like, parents will come up and the kids are like, oh, an axolotl, yay! And the parents are like, what is that? And they direct them in another direction. That's been my experience. I know a lot of people, like a whole bunch of people do really well with axolotls so far. I do okay. I do sell some, but it's not as great as what a lot of people's are. I did sell one dino. It was a kind maker pattern. Not the huge fan of that pattern set. For me, it was a little bit more difficult, but I did it in the very beginning, so I'm not so sure if it was me or the pattern. I haven't tried it again now that I'm a little bit more fluent with reading patterns. So I did end up selling one. I also sold 3 keychains. I normally do a lot better with keychains. At this particular market, I didn't do great with them. I only sold 3. I do sell them for $5. And I make them in Posh. And I do have several here just as an example of what I have. As you can see, I have a watermelon and I have chickens and I have a pumpkin and a pickle. I have a shark and one of my particular favorites is the ice cream cone. I make them in a variety of different colors. I make them all in Posh yarn. And I normally do a lot better at markets with them. But at this particular one, I didn't do great, and that's okay. I sold 3 of them, so I'm happy with that. My emotional support pickles normally do really well for me. Not so great at this market, but I sell my emotional support pickles for $8. If you can read that, it's probably backwards, so I'll read it to you. Emotional support pickle. Life isn't always bread and butter, so this pickle is here to help you deal with all that life throws your way. This emotional support pickle, the first one I made, I sent with my mom to take it to my aunt that was in the hospital, and she had to do some therapy, like walking around the hospital. So she actually had this in her pocket in her nightgown as she walked around, and all the nurses were asking her what she had, and she's like, oh, it's my emotional support pickle. So these normally go pretty good for me. I only sold one at this market, which I'm kind of surprised because I normally sell more. But I'm still happy with the one sold. So, I have a few more items I'm going to read off here. Some of these, they were one and done, so I don't have examples of them. So I'm going to just kind of quickly run through them. I sold one small elephant, which is a Madeline Mako pattern. I sold one bunny. I sold one of, it's Melly inspired, our sleepy elephant. I sold one of those. I sold one deer, which is by Madeline Mako as well. I sold one of the mini ducks, which is by Madeline Mako. One skunk, which is by Apple Tree Boutique, Stacy makes. The large flamingo that I told you about earlier. The little bitty octopuses, Otter the octopus, I think it is. I sold one of those. I sold the beehive from Crochet Grove. I sold one of those as well. And let me see here. This spider right here, I actually sold two of those at this particular market, which I'm kind of surprised they sold because it was after the holiday, like right after the holiday, but I did sell two of those. I'm pretty sure that this pattern's by Handmade by Nicole. Now this pattern right here, you do this part right here first, and all the legs are crocheted in, and then you sew the bottom part on. I love this pattern. It's really quick and easy. I'll link it below. All right, so next, I had talked about the chicken nuggets earlier, but I didn't show them to you. This right here is a free pattern I found on Instagram. And these were the babies. Remember I told you about the mama selling fast, but this was one of the babies. I actually sold two of these at market as well. So I did end up selling one of the hot dogs. I'm not sure if I told you that or not. I did sell one of those, but like I said, well worth having. The All From Jade caterpillar. I had only one of those and I sold it as well. That's the one from All From Jade that you can move it. It's like a almost like a fidget toy. You can move it back and forth and everything. I sold one of those. I actually just did a custom for one too. And that particular one was going to a baby shower. And then the lady that just bought this one at market said it was going to a baby shower. Hope they're not going to the same baby shower because it is in the same town. Wouldn't that be something? Didn't even think about that until just now. Hopefully they don't know each other. But yeah, both of them are apparently going to a baby shower. Okay, and the last product I sold was the Stacy's Makes cow that I made on the crochet retreat, which is awesome. It sold. I'm so grateful for that sale. So that's it. That's what I sold. That's what I made at market. I didn't sell any of my hats. I didn't sell any of my angry bananas and some of those things that I thought for sure would sell. Turns out whenever we got there, we set up and everything, and everybody had set up. I had about 7 other crochet people there as well. It kind of made a difference in the sale, I think. I didn't sell any hats because other people had hats. They were about the same price and they had double palms on theirs. And then, we had several people that had almost the same thing. That does hurt business. It does. I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they sold stuff and I didn't want to take anything away from them. But, it's one of those things where you want everybody to make money, but if there's multitude of people selling the same thing, it's like somebody walks up and it's like, another crochet booth, yay! It just kind of takes that appeal away. And I think everybody can do better if there's not as many. I did end up selling a total of 49 items at this market. I sold about 14% of my inventory, so that is a blessing. I did enjoy it. I didn't get any of the aftermarket video, but I did get the teardown, so I'm going to let you watch that. So the teardown wasn't nearly as busy as it was whenever we set up. The teardown went really quick and easy. Now, I couldn't show you a lot of these products because either they were one and done or I sold out of them at my next market. Now, please be on the lookout for my next video. The next video is going to be it's going to be a short and sweet one, but a good one. It was just a little hint. It was my best-selling market today. So be sure that you tune in for my next video to see how that market went. Thank you for sticking with me and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. If there's a pattern you want to know what it was or have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day, night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. God bless.